and he called it the pleasurable ends model of manipulation. In this definition, manipulation is defined as a form of influencing someone else, a way of influencing someone else, where the manipulator tries to affect the emotions of another person, um, and really points them to a decision that they can perceive as pleasurable or not pleasurable. So it's really like someone is using another person's emotions to steer them to a decision by making some decisions look unpleasant and the one that they want as pleasant. It's like, oh, okay. So it's a lot more of like a decision making tactic, like influencing how someone makes decisions. And also in this definition, there is this element of that the manipulator tends to have more power, tends to have more resources, or the other person is weaker, more vulnerable, doesn't have as much resources. So there is kind of like a power difference, which might make it easier, but essentially it's someone making you feel something and making you decide based on that emotion. The key part of that, like even as I'm talking about it, I'm like, that's everything, right? That's like we do this all the time. We make people feel stuff so they do something, right? Anyone who is in marketing or sales, you make one option seem really positive, right? Really amazing. You make my commercials might get at your emotions in order for you to take an action, right? And or even just making a speech or pitching or talking to someone about your feelings, right? Like we are doing this all the time. I talk about this all the time where emotions are a form of communication. So is that really bad to have someone make a decision based on their feelings, like appealing to their emotional side to make them make a decision or to like influence them into making a decision? Not inherently, right? But what I think what we feel really uncomfortable with is the idea that that manipulator is making someone make a decision that they normally wouldn't be they don't have awareness of or they wouldn't be willing to do, right? So it kind of feels sneaky, right? It's not just I'm making you feel something and I tell you a story and then you just feel inspired to do something uh based on your rational decision making, but like I'm almost like making you do something based on of influencing your emotion that bypasses your rational mind, that makes you decide something that you normally wouldn't. It speaks to how much we really care about autonomy and rational decision making, right? I mean, we're making emotional decisions all the time. We think it's rational. I mean, I actually spent like so many years um, in the world of judgment and decision making research. So it's really funny to actually come to this research from that background because I'm like, oh my God. I mean, we know that we make emotional decisions all the time. Most of our decisions are emotional, right? And we just rationalize it. There's a lot of research showing we make a gut decision and based on an emotion, and then we rationalize it later and be like, oh, I chose that because blah blah blah. But really it was because it made us feel something. And then also there's a lot of decisions we make unconsciously. Like we don't sit down and think about and go, okay, let's weigh the pros and cons. And, like, is this, but sometimes we make decisions without even thinking impulsively or unconsciously. So I'm like, is all decision making, is all social decision making manipulative in some way? But if we really still, we see manipulation as negative because there's this feeling of taking away someone's agency, right? Like going around something that they think or they'll want for themselves from a wise mind or rational standpoint and getting to something that's like more primal and using that to guide their actions and decisions instead of like their conscious self. Right. So we really love that. We really love the idea that I made the decision because I am in control of my thoughts and I've really thought it through. And if someone made me make a decision that wasn't from my thoughts, my brain, then it doesn't feel good. It feels like someone took something away from me. It feels like violating, right? So That's where this manipulation gets this kind of, I don't know, bad rap.